What? Hey. Whoop. I go hard, cuz. Hey, you guys. I hope you guys are doing good today. I know I have been MIA, child. Give me a second. Make sure everything's up and running. How is everybody? I feel like I haven't been live. Well, I haven't been. I've been, child. I've been gone. So let me explain to you where I've been because everybody's been asking, how come you haven't been live? You haven't been dropping no videos. So this past Saturday was my youngest son's grad party. So I have been planning this grad party, child, for like the past month and a half. So it was a lot. Y'all know I have horrible anxiety. So like I'm always like on edge when I'm planning stuff, and I had family coming in from out of town. We had a lot of people come. So it was just a lot setting up, having tents and tables and catering and food, and but everything went off without a hitch. It went off really well. So that just took a lot out of me last week. And then I went to another grad party on Sunday, and I got bit by, child, I'm fingers crossed it was just a mosquito, but my ankle has been swollen and itchy. I don't know what the hell bit me. I assumed it was a mosquito, but so I just been on Benadryl like the past 2 days, and it's just made me really tired and groggy. So that's why I haven't been able to like go live, just because I've been dealing with this whole ankle issue. And so I would have went live earlier, but I was like, I don't want to be on here, you know what I'm saying, like nodding off and shit because it's Benadryl. So it's out of my system right now. So I'm like, okay, let's go ahead. We got some shit to talk about, okay? So I hope everybody's doing good, you guys. I swear, I feel like I've not been on here in a while. Oh my gosh. Have I been missing a lot? I've been trying to like, keep up in between all the stuff that's been going on in my life, you know what I'm saying, with social media. But, it's nice to just unplug, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just the type, I don't stream every day. I don't, you know what I mean? I got a life outside of YouTube. What I like I tell you all the time, once I turn off this computer, okay, to me in my real life with my family, my kids, things like that. So social media is not my life. So it's nice to like get a break and just come back like, damn, what I missed. I feel like I done missed a whole bunch of stuff. But we're gonna get caught up today. We're gonna get caught up. I love you too, Reality Check. Teresa says, bitch, you been neglecting us. I'm calling adult CPS. I know, y'all. Y'all know when I get busy with stuff, that's what I'm focused on. So I just couldn't do both. I was just like, nope, I gotta focus on the grad party, making sure everything goes off without a hitch. And by the grace of God, it did. We have been getting a lot of rain in Minnesota. Like the 4th of July, it rained, so we weren't even able to enjoy the fireworks. So I was just like so nervous, hoping that it would not rain on that Saturday, and we did not get any rain, thank goodness. So the weather has been wonky around the nation. We've been getting tons of rain. We've been dealing with flooding. I know the rest of the nation has been having all types of heat issues. Then you got all the hurricanes going on in the Caribbeans, and shout out to all my Jamaican tea sippers. I know they're dealing with a lot in Jamaica and in Grenada. Was it the Bahamas? Did they get hit too? I don't think the Bahamas got hit. But I know it's been a lot of stuff going on in the Caribbeans as far as storms and stuff. So I just hope everybody is okay and staying safe, staying hydrated, taking care of yourselves. So somebody said a lot of rain in central Illinois. Yeah, it's been really, really rainy. Nikki Tiki Tavi says, YT's been born without you. I've been watching Twitch streamers. Oh my gosh. I'm glad to know that I've been missed, honey. Because sometimes I be like, they'll go watch other, you know what I'm saying? They can go sip tea elsewhere. So I'm so glad to know that I have been missed. That means a lot to me. I appreciate it. So it is a lot going on. We got to talk about this Kevin Hart debacle. Now, y'all know I have been talking and keeping my foot on Kevin Hart's neck for years. You guys know I'm not a fan of Kevin Hart, just because over the years I've just kind of watched his fake ass persona, how he's treated people, mainly his friends. And I know a lot of y'all are Kevin Hart fans, but just like Diddy, I'm not a fan of Kevin Hart, and I make no apologies for that. I used to be. Like, I've gone to his comedy shows. I used to be into his movies. I used to support him. But then the more and more I saw about his character, and it's not about Tory. A lot of people feel like, oh, you just don't like him because he divorced Tory. I don't care about that. People get married and divorced all the time. That's their business, okay? He has his McRib, all right? AKA Nico. my issue is his character. He puts on a persona that he's, this do-gooder, and, he's out here, giving money to the homeless people while doing it all on camera. It's just somebody's personality that just comes off as fake to me and has always come off as fake to me. And for me, I listen to my discernment. So a few years ago, you guys know I was doing videos on Kevin. I need some lotion, child. Get some lotion. Okay, so Kevin got caught, with his pants down, basically. He was cheating on McRib while McRib was pregnant. Y'all remember she was pregnant with her first child with Kevin. And so he was cheating with some Mexican lady named Mantia Sadbag, okay? And I was like, oh, wow, okay. And he kept trying to make it seem like it was an extortion case, that Mantia Sadbag and his so-called friend, what is this man's name here? TJ. I want to make sure I have his name correct. Jonathan TJ Jackson, okay? He kept making it seem like TJ and Mantia were like in cahoots, you know what I'm saying, to like try and get him for his money. This was a big extortion case. But I saw through the bullshit. I said, something's not right. And so I kept on with this story. I kept following up with this story over the years. And it came out, is it JT? Not me called him TJ, Jonathan. Yeah, JT. Y'all know I'm slightly dyslexic, child. I look at it and just be like, TJ. I just gave him a whole new name. JT, thank you. So I kept telling y'all, this man threw JT, under the bus. TJ just sounds better, damn it. Okay, I kept saying that this man threw JT under the bus. I'm like, nah, JT been with him from day one. Now all of a sudden you want me to believe that this is some big ass scheme by JT and Todd? JT and Todd put this scheme together, Kevin Hart? I didn't buy it. So after all this came out, the investigators, the DA, they went through everything and they said JT had nothing to do with this setup, okay? So JT said all he wanted was for Kevin Hart to come out and basically clear his name because this really affected him. He was a comedian. He was an up and coming. And this really messed up his reputation. A lot of people turned their backs on him. They said he couldn't be trusted. He's out here blasting Kevin. All he had to do was, be Kevin's wingman, and he dropped the bag and all this other stuff. So it made him look really, really bad. So the first lawsuit, because he had tried to take him to court before, and they ended up initially settling. Kevin was supposed to come out and clear his name. So let me go ahead and read this to y'all. Give me just a second. It was a lot of things that Kevin was supposed to say. Let me share my screen here. Okay. So they're saying here, okay, at one point during the investigation, it was believed that Jackson was behind the situation. He was charged with attempted extortion, attempted concealing and selling of stolen property, unauthorized use of a personal ID, and identity theft. However, all charges were eventually dropped, meaning he hadn't done anything wrong. This was Kevin lawyers trying to add all types of sauce to the mix, okay? Per the suit in 2021, the men meticulously negotiated a settlement agreement. And in this settlement, because everybody keeps saying, well, he already tried to sue him before. He's just looking for, money. He's a clout chaser. No, Kevin Hart didn't do what the hell was stated that he was supposed to do in that first settlement, okay? So Kevin Hart was contractually obligated to specifically note that the charges were dismissed and that Jackson was clear of any involvement, allegedly. Kevin also agreed to say how the scandal cost him a valuable friendship with Jackson and, basically ruined Jackson's reputation. However, when Kevin Hart took to his car, he was very lax. He was acting like it was no big deal. Oh, water under a bridge, okay? So we're going to listen to what Kevin Hart had to say.
What up, world? Happy Tuesday. Coming at you hot on a beautiful Tuesday morning. Look, it's no secret that my life has had its share of ups and downs. It definitely has. Not proud of the downs at all, but of course that's life. Things happen. It's our job to adjust when they do. One of those things that I had to adjust from was a situation that involved a friend, Jonathan JT Jackson, where he was charged in a case. And JT Jackson has recently been found not guilty, and those charges have been dropped against him. And I can finally speak on what I once couldn't. I couldn't do it because of the legal process. You know, they kind of put a fork in the road between he and I, and that relationship was lost. But I'm glad that now not only can I finally speak on it, but I can say I'm happy that that chapter in my life is over. I'm happy that we're able to put a period on that sentence, and I'm excited to get back to life as we once knew it. I want to get back to life as I once knew it and put that behind me and move on. This message is about moving on. It's over. It's over, and I'm happy that it's over. Live, love, and laugh. It's that simple. Now,
when I tell you this man is trash, he is the epitome of trash. And y'all can fight me in the comments. I don't care. I've been saying this for years. This man was supposed to get up there and say the following, okay? He signed a contract with JT to basically say that, you know, let me go back and pull it back up, that JT was clear of any involvement, how the scandal cost him a friendship. First of all, when you're sincere and you know that you're wrong, why would you be in a car issuing this statement? Okay? Why would you not be at home where it's quiet? We don't have a bunch of wind in the background. He's not making any eye contact with the camera because his punk ass got to keep driving. So you got to focus on the road. You're doing too much, midget. You're doing way too much, okay? So instead of him being at home and talking to the computer with the same conviction he had when he accused JT, remember, he was accusing his best friend of setting him up, and this is a scheme cooked up by him and Todd. I keep saying Todd's name because, you know, that's a joke if you watch Real Housewives. So my thing is, why didn't he give him the same respect? Okay? Issue my apology and the retraction in the same professional manner that you accused me of. And so basically he did none of the sort. He chose to talk in his car. The fool has on a hoodie. I'm like, what are you doing? And this was a friend of his that he threw under the bus. This man did nothing to Kevin. He just happened to be there. And Kevin literally put all the blame on him and Montia, the girl he was smashing. Instead of taking ownership and saying, you know what? I'm a shitty husband. I like to, you know, hit side cooch every now and then. We would at least respected it. Most of these dudes in Hollywood aren't shit and can't stop fucking on their wives. It's nothing new. But instead of him taking ownership and responsibility, he literally ruined this man's career. So this is why he's back with another lawsuit. So people trying to clown JT and saying, oh, he's a clout chaser. Oh, how many times he gonna sue Kevin? He has the right to sue that man as much as he wants. Okay, so now he's back, and now JT's not playing. He done lawyer it up, and he's suing for $12 million. Is he gonna get $12 million? Probably not. But that is what he's suing for. So, and the lawyer is speaking out too. So we're going to watch this. Shout out to Comedy Hype. They got the interview with JT lawyer. I don't want to play the whole thing here. Just a short snippet. Okay, this one's about 5 minutes long. So we're going to listen to what JT's lawyer has to say about the situation. I've been telling y'all from jump, Kevin ain't shit. Okay.
This started out as a man who cheated on his pregnant wife on her birthday weekend in Vegas. That's how the story was run for a long time. And Kevin's team was successful in shifting that narrative to Kevin being the victim of something that happened in Las Vegas.
Attorney Jacob Glucksman. Jacob, can you kind of detail what's currently going on with JT?
Yeah, happy to. So what's going on right now is that, well, let me take it back for a second. When I came onto this case, we sort of blew it up and exposed to the DA that this has nothing to do with extortion. Whatever the allegations were, it has nothing to do with extortion. The DA, to his credit, agreed, saw that, and dropped all the extortion cases against JT. However, that wasn't it for the DA. They have an attitude of they won't stop at anything for this case. They have it out for JT and they will stop at nothing to get him. And that's what's very problematic about this case, because and that's unique to Los Angeles especially, because what we have going on right now is a celebrity case of celebrity justice, where you get one of the biggest stars in the world who is getting his own set of law enforcement and prosecutor and judge and justice system against someone who he feels did wrong by him. And that's not okay. We can't stand for that anywhere in our system. So you hear a lot about what's going on in the news now with criminal justice reform and police officers and law enforcement and prosecutors manipulating evidence, changing evidence, falsifying evidence. That's exactly what has gone on in this case. It started from the beginning. The original search warrants against JT were fraught, against not just JT, other companies as well, were fraught with errors, misstatements, untruths. I don't want to use the L word, but something real close to that. No. Okay. Something real close to that. Something real close to lies, okay? Omissions, material omissions, riddled with it. Nothing was true. I mean, from the simplest thing, it said in the warrants that Kevin Hart received a text message at his home in Los Angeles County. Not only, they knew full well, he never received a text message, A, and B, he was not even at his home in Los Angeles County. A simple Google search showed that he was on tour in North Carolina at the supposed time he received a text.
Now, you guys, think of how devious that is. Imagine, because he doesn't want his stellar reputation in Hollywood to be tainted by a mistake that he made, he's literally lying to the DA and trying to plant false evidence against his own friend. Like, the rabbit hole with this situation goes really, really deep. Y'all can go back and watch my old videos on this. So for him to even come out and say, you know what, at one point we were friends, just put out a statement, you know what I'm saying, like fixing the way that you damage my character, letting people know I did nothing to you. I would never throw you under the bus. I wasn't extorting you, because it's really ruined this man's career. He was an up-and-coming comedian. Nobody would book him. Everybody thought he was a snitch and he was a weirdo. Like, this really affect his livelihood. And so to see that the DA and Kevin Hart were willing to go to great lengths to try and pin this whole situation on him is really sad. I mean, just think about this. Like, so many times y'all put celebrities on a pedestal, you know what I'm saying? And look how he did his own friend just to save his reputation in Hollywood.
Text message, which he didn't. No effort was ever made to correct that misstatement. Okay, so the reports are filled with these kind of inaccuracies. Now, when you fast forward, once the DA realized that and realized that they got it wrong, okay, and that's okay. You can get things wrong, and they realized that they got it wrong. What they should have done is dropped the case, walked away. You know, what Kevin Hart did in Las Vegas, that was a bad move on his part. That was a mistake on his part. But what happened is that Kevin got together a team of very powerful and well-known attorneys, together with his whatever agents, managers, what have you, and they basically concocted a story to make Kevin look like the victim in the case. Then they got together, they presented this case to the DA. The DA and the investigator in the case, wow, they got a taste of celebrity here. One of the biggest stars in the world, Kevin Hart. And they went and ran with it. And they continue to persist on charges against Mr. Jackson. when the evidence just doesn't bear out. They have gone so far as to literally make up a charge against him. And when you talk about what's going on in the world right now, when you have rapists and murderers and drug dealers and street robberies going on, here you have this man who served our country, who has absolutely no criminal record, and you have law enforcement and the criminal justice system doing everything they can to pin charges on this man. And that's not okay. And we need to stand against it, and we need to stand up for it. And you know what? Kevin Hart, I wish him well. He made a mistake that weekend, but for him to go and make himself the victim of a crime that never happened, that's not okay.
All right. I told y'all this from jump. That's what that little man was doing. Like somebody said in the chat, we need to start calling his ass Kevin Heartless, because he's very heartless. You know what I'm saying? And everybody really, every regular person, you know, that's a non-celebrity should be offended by this. You know what I'm saying? This is an innocent man who did nothing wrong. He has no criminal record, okay? And he was literally thrown under the bus and had false, you know, charges pressed against him. Like, imagine if they didn't want to do their due diligence. He could have went to jail for this, for extorting a high-level celebrity in Hollywood. So he has every right to sue him again. I mean, this entire situation is just disgusting to me. But again, like I said, this is Kevin Hart's character. Remember, after this whole situation with him cheating, his ass was back on the bottle. Now, remember when he got into that accident and he left his friends to die in the car? With friends like Kevin Hart, who needs enemies? Y'all remember this? In that 1970 Plymouth? Remember, these were his two friends. It was only a two-seater. So to this day, I'm wondering what the hell was going on. Because they said this white man was driving. Whose lap was the lady sitting on? It was a two-seater, but there were 3 people in the car. But let's keep it real. Kevin was driving. Kevin was drunk. Got out the car and left the other 2 people in the car to burn. Who remembers this story? They want us to believe that this white man was driving and his girlfriend was on Kevin's lap. Again, willing to throw anybody under the bus. When y'all know damn well Kevin was driving and his girlfriend was on his own lap. He left those people to burn. Had there not been some good Samaritans who heard them crying and burning, them people would have died in that car. They would have died in this car. I just don't understand, like, people's infatuation with this dude. He's a horrible person. I'm sorry. Kevin Hart is trash. Look at this car. So if he can leave people in the car to burn, there's nothing that Mr. Kevin Heartless will not do. So I don't feel bad for him. I'm glad that TJ is suing once again, because he asked this man to make a statement clearing his name, and that's what he did. He made a video in a car with a hoodie on with no eye contact and was like, yeah, let's all move forward. Yeah, the charges were dropped, as if he wasn't the one forcing these charges to stick, as if he wasn't trying to throw his own friend under a bus simply because he cheated. It's sad. So I think everybody should be offended by that. Because if he can get away with doing that to just a regular, everyday civilian, what's to say that he couldn't do that to your average Joe on the street just because he has money, power, and prestige? So the people trying to make fun of JT, like, oh, he's suing again, that's because he's broke. No, it goes a little bit deeper than that. This is why you need to read and do research instead of just looking at headlines and talking about he's money hungry. Do I think he's going to get $12 million? No. But he should get several $1 million because his reputation was totally tattered. Totally tattered. And for what? Because Kevin doesn't know how to keep his peen in his pants? So that is what's going on with that. Somebody said definitely Kevin Heartless. Yeah, that's his new name over here. Not Kevin Hart, Kevin Heartless. So, like I said, again, I've been talking about this situation with this case for years. That's why when he left them people to burn, I wasn't shocked. I said, I don't know why everybody's shocked. He threw his own friend under the bus because he didn't want to admit to cheating. So I wasn't shocked at all that he let them white people in there to burn. Thank goodness they survived, but has anybody heard from them? I wonder if they ever sued them. Let me Google their name. Whatever happened to them? Rebecca Boxerman, personal trainer, and fiance Jared Black. Let's see whatever happened to them. Damn, the first picture that comes up. It ain't funny, but this is the first picture that comes up. Kevin just left them to die. He didn't give a damn. Look at this picture that comes up as soon as you put in their name. That's fucked up, Kevin. He ain't shit. Kevin Hart's friend Rebecca speaks out. We feel so blessed. He literally left them and bunked out. I don't know if they ever sued him or what happened. I'm sorry. They should be suing instead of throwing up peace signs. I be throwing up dollar signs. Fuck that. Kevin coming off of a bag. Look at this. That's a shame. That's a shame. Yeah, he probably paid them on the low to not take it to court because he didn't want it coming out that, you know, it was him drinking and driving who caused the crash. Yeah, he's foul. He's very foul. So that's why I'm just not a fan of him. To me, I keep him in the same boat as P. Diddy. They're both foul. Do people foul? They'll step on whoever to get to the top. So I'm no fan of Kevin Heartless. So good luck to JT and his lawsuit. He definitely deserves to sue, you know, for pain and suffering, for, you know, the ruining of his reputation, them just making up lies, trying to plant evidence. You know, he went through a lot, and I think it's really sad. So people need to know what they're talking about before they just say he's clout chasing and he's looking for another bag, you know, and especially being that he tried to, like, still be somewhat of a friend and settle and just say, you know, just please clear up my name so I can work, so my reputation is not in tatters. And he couldn't even do that. So it's sad. It's sad. So now I want to go ahead and talk. Let me read some super chats and we're going to go on to the next topic. David Camarillo sent $4.99. Thank you, David. Jeannie sent $4.99. Says, hey, T, your yoga deep dive, is it still available? I didn't see it. Also, did you hear about the trans woman who went missing on a yoga retreat? I mean, it should still be available. If you had the link to it, it should still be available. I think it might also be on my site, so I might have an additional link as well. But yeah, everything is still up. So I'm glad you liked it. I didn't hear anything about the trans woman missing, so I don't know anything about that, unfortunately. Let's see here. Sable Bunny Place in $4.99 says, hey, T, sending some love your way. You're one of my favorite commentators and have been for many years. Thank you for always entertaining us. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it, and I'm glad that I'm one of your favorite commentators. So thanks for joining me. Let's see here. Dexter Davis says, I missed you, T. I've been watching your old videos from 3 years ago to keep me entertained. What's up, Dexter? Thank you so much for checking in. I appreciate you. Deanie Darcel sent 5 says, T, miss you, mamas. I see you came back to us from that milk run that you left us out here. Did you hear about the 2 girls in D.C. that killed their sugar daddy? Ooh. No, I did not hear about that, but thank you so much for the super chat, sis. Yes, I'm officially back. No, I did not hear about that. It's been a lot of crazy cases going on. I'm going to have to look into that more. Let's see here. Esther 509 Zos and $20 says, hey, T, off topic. This is my first super chat since following. Started during the pandemic. I feel like I need to thank you for encouraging me to take on trade school. I started my new job in August, treating myself by buying some merch. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. And I'm really glad that you chose the trade school route. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That is a wonderful route to take, and you can make really good money. So Congratulations on going to trade school. I'm noticing like more and more people are going that route, men and women. You know what I'm saying? And we need more people in the trades, especially with the infrastructure falling apart, things like that. So I'm glad like this newer generation, because even like with my youngest who just graduated, he's going to trade school come this fall. He's going for carpentry and they're paying him to go to school. So he's going to be making decent money going through the trade program. And a lot of his friends are doing trades. So a lot of these kids are waking up. They're like, we're not going to school and getting into a bunch of debt. Like I said, the only reason why people should really go to like school, it needs to be a degree that makes sense, something medical or technical, or unless you want to be like a lawyer or something. But, going to school for like business, waste of time. Going to school for the arts, sorry, waste of time. There's not really going to be any jobs. You want to go, because a lot of this stuff you can just go to the University of YouTube. It doesn't make sense to get into debt, you know what I mean, when you can literally go to YouTube and learn certain things. But if you're going to go to school, definitely medical, definitely something technical or trade. So you want to think about jobs that will be plentiful in the upcoming future that AI cannot really take from you. And right now, trades are really good. So, everything from electrical to plumbing, carpentry, those are all really good trades. And there's so many like just different like types of work you can do. Like even in carpentry, I was blown away because I didn't know like what all it entailed. I just assumed it was just building houses, but it's literally everything. You can literally, from doctors' offices, hospitals, to skyscrapers, buildings, doing like the cement foundations. It's a lot into carpentry, and some people just work on doors. Some people do steps. So it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff you can do. So yeah, definitely, just if you're graduating high school, really go into careers that will have jobs available once you get out into the field. You don't want to get out, get your degree, and then there's like really no jobs, and now you have to pay back student loan debt. So just be very, very mindful of the career path that you choose, especially with AI. It's crazy. There's an AI bot in my chat. Now, I didn't know this till people were posting on Discord. Now, what's very creepy about this AI, it basically, and I don't know if y'all can see it as y'all are typing, but it gives you a synopsis of what everybody's saying in the chat. So when they first showed me this AI bot like 3 weeks ago, it was like, oh, everybody's waiting for Lovelyti to get here. She's always late. And I'm like, damn, not the AI bot clocking my lateness. Okay. And then literally 3 weeks later, the AI bot started calling me TT. And it was like, oh, everybody's waiting to see what TT's going to wear today, what colors TT's going to have on. And I didn't like it didn't sit well with my spirit. Like, you don't know me personally. First of all, don't nobody online really call me TT. That's like for like close friends and family. Like, we don't know each other, man. Why are you calling me TT? And I'm just like, what kind of shit? Yes, it was calling me TT. And I'm just like, excuse me? You don't know me. How do you even know that nickname? So I'm just like, it's just really weird. Like, y'all are doing a bit too much. I don't like all this, summarization. I feel like it's a way to dumb down people, because I notice on Amazon now, I love reading reviews on Amazon. Now they give you a summary of what the reviews are saying. No, I'm going to go down in the comments and read the reviews. And I'm noticing a lot of websites are doing that, even on Facebook. Instead of you going through and reading the comments, it's summarizing everything. And to me, when you're summarizing what's being said, all that is doing is dumbing down the next generation, where they feel like they don't even have to read the comments anymore. We'll just read the AI summary. I don't need you summarizing my chat, okay? I like to go back and read the comment section and read my live stream. But yeah, now the AI bot summarizes everything that you guys are saying. I just find it creepy. I don't like that. Thank you, Yashika. She says, I love reading comments. That's the best part of the internet. You know how many times I done skipped, ran, rolled to the damn comment section? Don't let me see a cringy video, bitch. I'm made it just in time to see these messy ass comments. Cause I stay commenting on Instagram, honey. Let me see a crazy video. I can't wait to comment. So I'm like, nobody asked AI to take on this job of summarizing comments. I love running and skipping to the comments. I love walking over to Twitter and seeing what folks got to say. So again, just dumbing down strikes again. But yeah, thank you for the super chat and good luck. Let's see here. Marvin D sent 10, says, hey sis, looking gorgeous as always. I'm in the kitchen meal prepping for the week. That's what's up. Thank you so much, Marvin, for stopping through. Let's see here. Day sent $10, says, T, you look like chocolate ice cream. F if you have a man, LOL. Woof. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Y'all are so sweet. Let's see here. It's DB says, T going off on the bot is crazy. I love you. Yes. I was so annoyed by that. Like, not the bot calling me TT. Like, we went to high school together. Ma'am, you don't know me. Okay. Alexander Clifton said $9.99 says, hey T, I've been a fan since 2016. I really enjoy watching your videos here on YouTube. You don't sugarcoat anything and you keep it real. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support, love. So let's see here. We got to go ahead and talk about this next situation here. Hold up. We're going to say that toward the end. It's kind of freaky. Oh, yeah, we got to talk about this shit. Let's talk about Ice Spice. I want to talk about Ice Spice. So, Ice Spice was performing the other day. I don't know where or what. But a lot of people going in on her. They're saying that, you know, she's starting to fall off. She lost a lot of streams, like people who like were following her on Spotify. She lost a lot of her Spotify support. I think like over like 30,000 people unfollowed her on Spotify. Her streams are dwindling. They're saying she's lost a lot of weight. Folks are saying that she's on Ozempic or something like that. But she's never given. I've never watched an Ice Spice performance and have been wowed. I don't care if it's her on BET. I don't know what else she's performed on, but just the videos I've seen online, I've never watched her and been like, oh my gosh, that was great. Let me watch it again. I've never gotten that feeling from her. But there's a video that went viral, and basically she's twerking and she just looks like she's bored. She looks like she's over it. Her face she just looks bored. So we're going to go ahead and watch this real quick here. Let me see if I can kind of zoom in a bit. Look at her face. I see more excitement. Let me shut up. But hey, like, bitch, move out the way. Let me get up there. And I don't even twerk like that. Okay? Let me get up there and dance. Hey, girl, if you're not gonna do nothing with that ass, honey, move. Get off the stage. Okay? I'm so tired of people paying good money to see these celebrities put on a show, and they got something better to do. Do you got somewhere else to be, ma'am? Do you got an appointment in an hour? We paid money to see you shake something. I'm gonna need you to, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't just give us ass. We need face. We need to feel like, you know, like you like what you're doing. She literally looks like she's in bed and Riot tapped her on the shoulder and was like, I want some. And she's like, all right, fine, here goes some ass. We've all been there, bitch. Not just you always feel like being bothered. You just like, here, get it. That's what it gave. That's what it gave. It gave that that tapped on the shoulder. It's 2:00 in the morning. She's tired, so she just rolled over like, here. I'm gonna need her to get it together, okay? So now she's going viral again because the Taylor Swift fans and Swifties are booing her ass. So showed up at Taylor Swift's event. Now we know Taylor Swift ain't no dancer, but she, she's a good performer. She has, a strong fan base. And so, she has that song with Taylor Swift. I forgot the name, child. But she has a song with Taylor Swift. So Taylor Swift decided to, bring her to come do the collaboration, and the crowd booed her. I don't think people are into her anymore like they once were. So let's go ahead and watch this video. Here's the crowd. How dreadful. Let's watch it again. People are over it. She's trying to blow kisses. People want more. People want more. People are tired of paying money to these celebs, and they're doing lackluster shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think she wants to be a rapper, clearly, right? She lucked up. She wants to be a rapper. She needs to get with a choreographer. She needs to have a better set. People have been saying this for the past 2 years. Like, we gave her grace at first, right? Because she kind of blew up. It wasn't her fault. She kind of blew up. People say she's an industry plant. Okay, fine. But either way, she went viral. She blew up. And so I get her, like, not really knowing what to do or being confused, not having a lot of dance moves. But at some point in time, you have to get better. Why is she still doing the same thing she was doing 2 years ago when she first hit the scene? All she does is just bend over and twerk. She doesn't two-step. She doesn't dance. There's no choreography. Like, people want more, and I think that she needs to do more. Yeah, maybe she needs to go with Tiana Taylor. Because, Tiana Taylor, she'll help choreograph some shit. Because she did Lotto's set. I forgot, what was that for, like, BT or for one of the sets that she did. And it was really good. It was a really good performance. Even Lotto has stepped her game up because her performances used to be dry as well. See, a lot of these girls, they think they can just sell sex. Okay? And sex sells initially, right? We're all here for, a fat ass and a little waist. You're the new girl. So, yeah, of course you can sell sex initially. Then after that, people get bored with that, okay? We've seen all the BBLs we want to see. We've seen all the titties we want to see. Now we want to see more, okay? It's like you have to give people more, especially when they're paying money. These tickets are not cheap. People don't want to just see you up there twerking with a stiff face, stiff twerk. You don't want to be bothered. You don't want to be there. And so, the audience is going off of your vibe. If you feel like you don't want to be here, well, boo, bitch, get off the stage. We don't want you here. So the energy that you put out there is the same energy you're going to get back from the audience. So when you're up there with Taylor Swift, acting like you don't know if you coming or going, the audience is like, boo, get her out of here. We didn't come here for this. So she has to step her game up. And I like Ice Spice. I think she's a cute girl. Like I said, she's still new in the game. I like, one or two of her songs, but she has to step her game up. She has to step up. She has to get her choreography together. She has to do more than just get up and twerk. We don't care about that. You got to get up and do more. So, child, good luck to her. It's given very lazy, very mediocre. And this is why a lot of people, don't really pay as much to go to hip hop shows. This is why a lot of the other genres are just blowing up right now. Country and Afrobeat. Because when you go, you're going to get your money's worth. They're going to put on a show. They're going to get the line dancing and doing all types of stuff. Nobody wants to go to a show, and all we're getting is you standing in the middle, rapping, two-stepping like this, and then you do a quick twerk, and then it's over. So she just has to do more. She has to do more. I think she's gotten way too comfortable, and she's just been resting on, her collaborations and her looks. And right now, people want more. So she has to start giving more. I mean, the fact that she's being booed in England, not a good look. Not a good look. So now, let me see here. We got to talk about DDG. He's another one I'm not a fan of. Again, I didn't know anything about him until he knocked up the Little Mermaid, Halle Bailey. I I never watched him. I don't know. He's like a gamer, so that's just not my genre, YouTuber or whatever. And so I just feel like he's been doing the most as of late. Now, remember, they didn't want anybody knowing that she was pregnant. It was a huge secret. And then, they came out and showed the baby's hand, let everybody know, that basically water is wet, that she was pregnant, which everybody knew this anyhow. So now he just won't stop. He's using this baby at this point as a prop. So I think because they had been posting pictures, I guess, of the baby, but the baby's face was always blurred. And I guess he got tired of, blurring the baby's picture, and he wasn't getting the engagement that he wanted. So they decided to do a huge face reveal. And so when they did the huge face reveal, you know, social media is going to social media. Some people thought the baby was cute. Other people thought the baby wasn't cute. Welcome to the internet. So he got mad. Now, there was way more comments of positivity, of love, of people, saying that the baby was cute than there were people who said the baby wasn't cute. Okay? But of course, because he's an attention whore, he had to come out and cuss everybody out. So we're going to watch the first video where he went off about people not thinking his child is cute. Let me share this tab here. Okay.
Baby out there that's more handsome than my son. And if it is a baby watching this right now and you're a little more handsome than my son, or you not more handsome, but like you neck and neck with him, congratulations to you. You are literally the 1%. But I seen a few poor, broke, dirty, fat back bitches on Instagram talking about my son, and it just make me so angry and mad. But then I have to realize that my son is richer than him. He has a more successful life. He's in Italy at 6 months. He's been across the world. He's been around the world already, and he's only been living for 6 months. And they broke pork and barely eat, probably on welfare still. And they grown, probably living with their mama. Now, if you're a nice person and I described your life in any way, I don't mean no. I'm talking to the people that was talking crazy about my son. And I just want to say, like, make sure you keep that on the internet, because I kill you in real life. But I don't want to come over here and be super duper negative. It's just, I'm very protective over my son. I'm protective over family in general, but my son, I'm like overly protective, like crash out protective. So, my son is handsome. I know him. I have a very beautiful, smart, intelligent son, and I'm very proud of him, and he's going to be the future. And hopefully, I can capture it, but also keep some type of privacy. But I do want to, I want my son to excel in plenty different ways. I don't know if I want him to be like.
Okay. So that's what he had to say.
I know I got the best looking son.
So I don't know who he's trying to prove that to. If you think your child is cute, you think your child is cute. Like, I don't understand, like, why even acknowledge the internet? Like, the internet's going to have opinions, I'm saying, good or bad. There's weirdos out there who think that, babies are ugly and whatever else, which I don't understand, because I think all babies are cute. But I just feel like he does stuff for attention. So this is what I wrote. I said, and this is what I hate about celebs. They will ignore thousands of positive comments and well wishes only to address negativity. Everyone isn't going to think your child is cute. So what? Welcome to the real world. Regular kids and babies get called ugly all the time. It's not right, but that's what weirdos do. Blue Ivy was drugged for years, and you never saw J or B address the nonsense. Why not keep hiding your kid from the world, and you wouldn't have to deal with social media's unwarranted opinions? So that's what I had said about this situation, because it's like, one, you don't control the internet. People on the internet are going to have their opinions of your child. But the thing is, if you don't want people to have an opinion of your child, then keep your child off of the internet. Why do you keep posting this baby? And for me, I can never agree with a celebrity having an elitist attitude towards people. It's one thing to say, I don't appreciate people talking about my child. My child is cute. Y'all need to grow up. Okay, cool. But the whole y'all are broke and my child's richer than y'all and this and that. It's like, it's very interesting that these people always have something to say to people that they deem so beneath them. If these folks are so beneath you, why do y'all address them? It doesn't make sense to me. And the thing is that he forgets is that you make your money off of the internet. You make your money off of these same dirty, big back people that you're making fun of, these welfare recipients who watch you, right? Because views, likes, hearts, shares, they're a form of currency. So it's the same broke people that you're talking down to are the same broke people giving you eyeballs, allowing you to live the lifestyle that you live. So I hate the whole elitist, I'm up here, y'all are down here. Sir, you're not a brain surgeon. You're not like a medical doctor. You literally make YouTube videos. Be grateful for the people who have watched you over the years. It's like people start getting money and it goes straight to their head as if these same people can't stop watching you, and then you'll see a drastic drop in your income. And I believe because he does not get the views that he was once getting, this is why now he's putting the baby out there. So now, I don't know where Haley found him. I don't know. You know, Somebody says she got money. He don't. I'm sure he got money. I mean, he's been on YouTube for years, but I just don't get it. But anyways, now he's giving his baby a fade. He's cutting his child's hair, and people felt the way about him cutting his baby's hair, and then he cussed everybody out again. So again, he won't stop posting his child on the internet, and then gets upset when people have an opinion. So let's watch this video.
Mm-hmm. Line up on the way.
Time to get to it, little man. Oh, he coming butter. Hold on.
It coming butter though.
He butter.
No, he really do got a line up though. Ooh, you gonna love it.
This nigga gonna be crispy than a motherfucker.
Oh damn, look at that one.
He chilling too. No, hey, you doing such a good job, my boy. Here, go do that. You wanna get a move? That was pretty much done though. Take him up.
Pay. Yes, sir. Yeah.
That's nice.
What y'all niggas on, man? Y'all niggas got a table tonight, man. I'm pulling up, man.
Pulling up, man.
We trying to pull up, man. We going to highlight room or what, man? Damn, man. Man, what we on in this bitch, man? I'm ordering all bottles.
man.
You already tripping off the bottle, cuz.
They don't need that section, man.
Getting ready.
I got my son a line up at 6 months. Listen, y'all worry about your own kids. He came out of my not yours.
Worry about your own baby. Worry about your daddy. Why your daddy couldn't afford to get you a haircut? Let me be a happy dad. Y'all want me to... Y'all so used to black people, black men. Now I'm finna preach. Y'all so used to black men being unpresent fathers. So y'all not used to seeing a present father. So y'all got something bad to say. Y'all see, you know what I'm saying? Elephant in the room. Y'all see ain't no other race said anything bad. Why do we do this to each other? Why we always gotta fight each other? Why y'all always gotta say negative things about your own race? Instead, you should have just said, it's lying and it's crispy, because it is. I know. People got something to say because
Child, let me come back on the screen. Okay. First of all, can people stop calling him a teen dad? He's not a teen dad. Haley's not a teen mom. They're adults. So we're not going to do that. Like, that's what teenagers, they ain't neither one of them teenagers. Okay? I believe they're both, 24, 25? They're grown adults. They're not teen parents. So we're not going to do that. The thing is, as a especially a first-time parent, part of parenting is also taking advice from people, being open to take advice, being open to take criticism. Nobody's saying that you can't do what you want to your child. If you want to give your child a tattoo, you could go ahead and do that too. But what people are saying is that for safety reasons, most babies, most responsible barbers do not put any type of shears, any type of, clippers to a baby until they're at least 2 years old. Because he's only 6 months. So at that age, they still have a soft spot. And then babies don't know how to sit still. They're trying to put the bottle in his mouth while they're doing that. What if he would have jerked real quick and got cut or, got hit by something? It's just, he's just doing too much. And the way he treats the baby, to me, he treats him like a prop. Like it's just like a prop instead of, God, I don't watch his videos, so maybe he's showing videos of him preparing food and changing diapers. I don't know, because I don't watch their content. But the content that I do see that goes viral, he just treats him like a prop. And it's just like he does little things that he knows he's going to trigger people. And I just feel like, at 6 months old, he doesn't need any type of lineup. Wash his hair, put some baby oil in there, pick it out and let him do what babies do. So it's like for him to keep cussing people out and saying that they're broke. Like what does anybody's wage have to do with anything? Broke, rich, or otherwise, that has nothing to do with anything. You're posting stuff on social media for attention. And then when people give you the attention that you're looking for, but if it's not the attention that you want, then you're upset. So he feels like anything that he posts online should be just, seen with praise. And the second he doesn't get the praise that he's looking for, he gets upset and everybody's broke. It's just strange. I don't get it. And so at this point, I feel like him and Holly are one and the same. Everybody tries to act like, I don't see what she sees in him. I think they're a lot more alike than people want to give her credit for. People want to act like she's just innocent and he just, took her innocence and she's bringing him down. There has to be some type of mutual attraction. I think they both kind of have the same disposition. She just knows how to play it off and talk with that Disney voice. But I think she's very similar to him, to be honest. I don't see him being this different of a person from her. I just don't see it. I think they're one and the same. Somebody says she literally made a video grabbing his peen. Oh, shit. So she a big old freak. Somebody said she's not innocent. She's out here grabbing his peen. So she switched up a lot. Huh. Yeah, I think they're very similar. Everybody acts like he's bringing her down. I think they're just similar to me. The whole thing is just insane. I think at the end of the day, if he doesn't want people to have an opinion on what he does with his baby, he needs to stop posting on social media. He could have easily gave that baby a lineup and nobody would have noticed. But he did it on camera because he wanted a reaction. He's looking for, at this point, I think he's trying to rage bait people into, getting upset and getting mad so they'll have something to say. But it's just, it's getting to be a bit much. It's going to be a bit much. And I just don't like the fact that that's his response to everything, is that everybody's beneath them and, they're so rich and everybody's so broke. Anybody who has to keep talking about their money and, everything's about their money, they usually don't have it like that. Because people who, like I always tell y'all, wealth whispers, okay? It's the folks who don't really have it like that who are loud and braggadocious and I have this and I got that and I got this and that. Wealth whispers. True wealth does. So, good luck to him, child. He said the baby came out my balls. Well, yeah, that's how most babies, that's how conception works. He's a mess. He's a straight up mess. Oh, let me see here. Let me read some more super chats. Oh, hold on. It just refreshed. Okay. Wendy sent $70 in Zar money. Says, hey, T, I once sent a super chat saying that your videos helped me get through my master's. Oh, wait, hold on. Through my master's. Just here to say that I graduated and I'm now doing my PhD. Here's a thank you from me, love from South Africa. Congratulations, Wendy. And I'm glad I could encourage you to go get your PhD. Congratulations on that. Shout out to all my South Africans. South Africa being here deep. So thank you for stopping through, sis. Miss Melanated sent $9.99 says, she says, I'm showing my age. We used to get Cliff Notes. They were summarized they were the summary of novels that we had to read. Those summaries never gave the true essence of the book, and the instructors always knew. I remember those cliff notes. But I don't like the AI cliff notes. They can keep those because I like reading my reviews and my chats. But thank you for the super chat, sis. Anisha Vegas at 1999 says, "Hey T, patiently waiting to be a part of the Discord fam. Thank you for being you." Discord will be open in August. I had to look at the month. It's July. It'll be open in August though, so stay tuned for that. Let's see here. Nash Senpai says, them going from gaslighting the world about this baby not even existing to shoving a camera into the baby's face that did not exist, it's for money. Exactly. Because that's my thing. If they really wanted privacy, then, just be private with it. Why keep posting the baby and, shoving the baby down everybody's throats if you guys really want privacy for the baby? And, and that's another thing, when people who are vloggers and who vlog their life, usually once they add a baby to the mix, that's a whole nother set of viewership, more eyes, more money. This is why you have people who have like literally 10 children living in a trailer. People keep having baby after baby for social media checks. So it's crazy, but good luck to them, child. Let's see here. Cornikia Morgan says, that y'all are broke irks my nerves. Okay, sir, you're rich and miserable. Truth be told, I only know DDG because of his baby's mama. No, I definitely agree, and thank you for the super chat. Again, all that hollering at people and, saying that folks are broke, we are living in tough times, and nobody's situation is secure, to be honest with you, even social media. You know what I mean? So you got to be grateful because, again, he's making money from viewerships, from, I don't know if he streams on Twitch or, if he just streams on YouTube, I'm not sure. But you're making money from viewers. So if YouTube ends tomorrow, if Twitch shuts down tomorrow, you better hope you have a nest egg. So all that talking down to people, I don't get that. Let's see here. Char Rochelle Sim 499 says, I agree, T. Some of these artists need to step it up and not just bend over and twerk. CB was flying from the ceiling at his shows, child. You know what? I really want to go to a Chris Brown show, just because from what I've seen online, he puts in work. He really gives you a show. You know what I'm saying? Hate him or love him, he actually gives a show. And that's what's missing with a lot of these artists out here. They want to do the bare minimum, but they want to get paid like they're putting on a Michael Jackson like production. And it's like, no, people don't want to pay you to sit up there with 4 of your homeboys and walk back and forth across the stage. But yeah, I got to give Chris Brown props. From everything I've seen, I'm like, damn, his shows really look lit. I mean, he really puts in a lot of work, and all I can do is respect that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Shannon says, I feel like DDG is acting offended for content. I definitely agree. Ashley says, call child services. He's way too young for a haircut. I don't think they're going to come out for that. But, yeah, again, a normal barber is not going to cut a child's hair that long. Kids that young, they don't need that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to risk them, possibly getting cut, getting open to an infection. There's nothing wrong with his hair. He doesn't need a lineup. He looks just fine. So he's just doing too much. Let's see here. AH Senpai says, have you seen Tokyo Tony's interview with The Game? Talking about him in China's sex life? No, I haven't seen it. All right, so now let's go ahead. I want to talk about this before I go. I've been on here for how long? Okay, an hour. So we got to hit on this situation. Oop, not Ice Spice again. So this video went viral yesterday. Now, I remember, if you guys put a teacup, if y'all remember somebody telling me about, there's been an uptick of guys going around busting nuts on people. Just random men. You can be on the subway, minding your business. And I don't even know how they do this, but they're just skeeting them off on just random women. And so at first I'm like, no, this can't be real. And then I Googled and they said it's a big thing in like Japan and China. Why it finally happened here. Well, it's been happening, but it's gone viral. So this video made me sick to my stomach yesterday when I saw this. So we're gonna watch this really quick. This is just hold on. Let me share my screen here. So we're gonna watch this here. Here it is. This is sick.
Nutted on my fucking leg! You go to hell, bitch! Oh my god! He nutted on my leg! He nutted on my leg! Look, he fucking nutted on my fucking leg! You go to hell, bitch! Oh my god! He nutted on my leg! He nutted on my leg!
I'm sorry, that's just so heartbreaking. Oh my God. I felt so bad when I heard that. I was just like, he needs his ass whooped. He needs to be kicked in the balls. Look at his shirt though. His shirt says, it's not gonna lick itself. So he went out there with the intentions to do this assault. Well, by the grace of God, this asshole was caught. So he has been caught. We're gonna watch this news article here. He's a sicko. His name is Gary Miles. They're calling him the Dollar Tree bandit or something.
His surrender happening after disturbing videos. Police say sexually assaulting a woman at a South Philly Dollar Tree store has turned himself in. The attack gaining national attention, even rapper Meek Mill tweeting today that he would award $2,000 to the person who finds him. Police identified him as 35-year-old Gary Miles. His surrender happening after disturbing videos circulated on social media appearing to show the end of the assault. It happened at the store located at Snyder Plaza on East Snyder Street on June 23rd. Police say a mugshot will be released once charges are officially filed.
All right. I believe his mugshot is out. Let me, hold on. Google it.
A Chester County girl born with a rare medical condition that left.
Yeah, here goes his mugshot here. Hold on. This dude is sick. All right, here's his mugshot. That's him right there. This is the man. He needs his ass whooped. Disgusting pervert. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, how does something like this happen? Like, how does he get, you know, close to her where he's able to like people were saying, like, did she not see him pull out his junk and start jerking off? I don't know how it happens. I don't know if he had already had it in his hand and threw, you know, I don't know. But this is just revolting. And so somebody in my Instagram comments, this is what they wrote. Because I guess they know all about this type of stuff. Because my thing is I feel like he has to be like addicted to porn or something. So let me show y'all my Instagram comment. Because they were kind of breaking down who these people are that go around doing this. Okay. I just couldn't believe it. Okay, so this is what this person says. They says, this is actually a thing on Twitter that incels do called gooning, where they excessively masturbate and it rots their brains with pornography. Actually, she said, I actually saw a guy publicly do this on a train here in NY. I immediately left that car. This is one of their fetishes, unfortunately. So this is a real thing. And I'm like I said, I remember y'all bringing that up to me and I'm like, no, there's no way that there's men going around just, but it's really happening. And so ladies, be careful. Like, this is just sick. I don't get it. And that's what I was saying that I feel like pornography is really rotting a lot of people's brains where they can't even function. Like all they think about is sex 24/7, and it's the point where they don't even like know how to differentiate the internet world and when they're watching porn to the real world. But this is really gross. I just felt so bad for her. Like just that is disgusting. You don't know if this man has some type of STD, herpes, chlamydia. And so for him to do that, they're charging him with a lot of different charges. So he should definitely be in jail for a few years. Somebody said his t-shirt shows that he's an incel. Yeah, that t-shirt was crazy. It's like the fact that he's walking around with a shirt that said it's not going to lick itself just tells you everything that you need to know. And then they said, too, somebody had wrote in the comments that this is not his first time doing this. They said he's done this at this Dollar General before, that he would run out, so they didn't know who he was. The girl just happened to be on her phone and recorded. So he's done this before. It's very depraved. Yeah. Somebody said she could have had a cut. Keezy said she could have had a cut or something on her leg. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you at the beginning of the stream, right now I got bit by something and I've been scratching and, my ankle and stuff like that is swollen. I couldn't even imagine walking to the store and somebody doing that. You don't know, she could have scratched herself, just anything. And then he comes and jizzes on her leg. Like, what kind of shit is this? He needs his ass whooped. I find this disgusting. Yeah, they said it's happened multiple times. So I don't know if it's something with that Dollar General, but they were saying that the person at Dollar General said that he's done it before. But he wasn't able to get caught. So I don't know. Yeah, so there's just a lot of like really just sick stuff going on here. So just be careful, ladies. Let me see here. Ronaful says, it was me, T. It's called semen terrorism. Yes, that's the name. I couldn't even think of the name. It's called semen terrorism. It's going to get worse, and women need to get strapped. They do the chick picking thing to women and girls too. There's a reason why they target females and not males. This is really disturbing. So, well, the only good thing I can say about this story is that it got national eyes on it. Because like I said, I didn't know about it until you brought it up in, my stream a few streams ago. I had never heard of this. Because I think we were talking about like, how come there's so much like exhibitionist sex on Twitter? Because my Twitter timeline is just flooded with people like just outside having sex on like, the balconies of their apartments, in the hallways and the stairwells. And so that's how we got on the topic of the semen terrorism. People just being so comfortable that they're now jerking off outside. Like there was one of a girl in a car and she got caught and they posted on Twitter. I just don't get it. It's like porn is just rotting people's brains at this point where they think this is like acceptable to do. But I just feel like anybody caught doing this, they need to do time because it's not okay. I'm not saying lock him up for 20 years, but he needs to do time. I don't care if it's a year or two in prison. Like, this is not okay. Like, you could just hear the sheer terror in her voice. Ugh. Just disgusting. I'm just really glad he got caught. Shakira Joyce in 499 says, I saw Chris Brown in Philly. It was honestly the best concert I've ever attended. You should definitely go. Love you. Thank you so much. Yeah, if he comes to Minneapolis, I'm definitely down to go. I want to see a good concert. I really do. Lord knows I paid for some bullshit over the past few years. Cindy Sin sent $2, says, did this one go through? It did go through. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you. Ronaful sent another $5, says, in South Korea, women retorted men throwing used condoms, their semen in women's drinks, etc. in public. They don't get proper consequences. What the fuck is going on in Korea? They're putting semen in women's drinks? Okay, remind me not to go to Korea anytime soon. Ugh. What? Like the more I just think, like, wait, what? So they're throwing used condoms at women, and then they're pouring the, I don't want to throw up on live. Poor South Korean women. Like, that's just sick. Oh my gosh. Trixie Wilson said, "Hey T, love you and your energy. Miss Highly Flavored, stay blessed and beautiful, sis. Thank you for simply being you." Thank you so much, sis. Thanks for coming through. Winter Grace sent 5, says, "Hi T, I'm from Brazil. I love your work ethic. I trust you 100% into getting to know what's going on. You also helped improve my English." Oh, wow. That's awesome. Thank you so much for your support all the way from Brazil. I appreciate you. So thank you. Yeah, this is just, oh my gosh, that's really disturbing. I hope he gets prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. So before I go, you guys, I'm going to hit on one more story. I wanted to talk about this George Clooney situation. He's getting a lot of backlash because he is basically calling out Joe Biden. As we all know, Joe Biden has been having a lot of issues during that presidential debate. And George Clooney is switching up his support. So we're going to go ahead and watch this really quick here.
Biden remain his party's nominee for president. Just 3 weeks ago, George Clooney was beside Joe Biden at a star-studded fundraiser. And now the Oscar winner is calling for a new nominee. As Stephen Fabian reports, it is a stunning about-face for the lifelong Democrat who says Joe Biden is not the same man he was just a few years ago.
In a genuinely shocking defection, George Clooney is turning his back on Joe Biden. The Hollywood heavyweight, who just last month co-hosted a star-studded $30 million fundraiser for Biden, now says, "We need a new nominee." "I love Joe Biden," Clooney writes in an op-ed in the New York Times, "but we are not going to win in November with this president."
If somebody with the prominence and the clout of George Clooney is saying time to go, it's going to be hard to make the case to stay.
Clooney says it wasn't just the debate debacle that changed his mind about Biden. He says he noticed something was off with the president at the fundraiser, where Biden looked vacant before Barack Obama led him off stage. That, Clooney says, was the same man we all witnessed at the debate. Clooney's op-ed appears to be opening the floodgates today. Now, another Hollywood A-lister, Michael Douglas, says he agrees with Clooney.
I think it's a valid point. I mean, I'm deeply, deeply concerned.
The Hollywood revolt comes after Nancy Pelosi weighed in on Biden's future, and it wasn't exactly a ringing endorsement.
He has said firmly this week he is going to run. Do you want him to run?
I want him to do whatever he decides to do. And that's the way it is. Whatever he decides, we go with.
Today, the president was asked about Pelosi's comments as he hosted the leaders of NATO in D.C.
President Biden, is Nancy Pelosi still behind you, sir?
He responded by raising his fist. The president appeared stiff as he shook hands, and one neurologist is going public with his concerns.
That's one of the hallmarks of Parkinson's is rigidity and bradykinesia, slow movement. And he has that hallmark, especially with the low voice that said was a cold, hypophonia. A small monotone voice like this over time is a hallmark of Parkinsonism. I could have diagnosed him from across the mall.
The White House denies Biden has Parkinson's.
Has the president been treated for Parkinson's? No. Is he being treated for Parkinson's? No.
Meanwhile, Donald Trump held his first rally since the debate, and he's reveling in the Democratic Party turmoil.
Let's do another debate this week so that sleepy Joe Biden can prove to everyone all over the world that he has what it takes to be president.
And look who made his Trump rally debut, 18-year-old, 6'7" Barron.
Stand up. Look at him. That's the first time he's done it. Hey, you're pretty popular. Welcome to the scene, Barron. He had such a nice, easy life. Now it's a little bit changed. A very young man.
Honey. So there's definitely, it's a lot going on right now politically. It's nerve-wracking because it's almost like, you know, the lesser of two evils at this point, you know. A lot of people are staunch. They want Trump in there. there's something going on with old man Joe. I've been saying that for years. I'm not going to ignore it just because, it's the cool thing to do. There's some, he's just not all there. You know what I'm saying? You can just tell there's something wrong. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do, but George Clooney is pulling his support. Now DL Hughley is not having it. DL went off today about the situation. So we're gonna go ahead and listen to what DL had to say. So give me just a second here. He's definitely upset that George Clooney is not supporting old man Joe. So we're gonna watch this here.
I find it insulting for a couple of reasons. I find it insulting for a couple of reasons.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I find it insulting for a couple of reasons. I watched a man get convicted of 34 felonies. I watched a man get adjudicated for sexual battery. I watched a man who got convicted of fraud, and never have I heard this fervor from the media in general about his qualifications to be president. George Clooney never talked about, in that whole article, he didn't mention Project 2025 once. Neither did Stephanopoulos. None of them did. But you're going to tell me how somebody's old?
The polls are showing a downward spiral.
That is not true.
Joe Biden.
That is not true.
Well, it is.
That is not true.
Every poll, DL, is showing that. But
they're virtually where they were. The polls are virtually where they were.
No, they're not.
That's not.
No, they're not. No, they're not. They're just not. And you can look at the CBS poll, look at the CNN poll. He is losing in every battleground state now.
Hold aside.
So the point I'm making is the people who are saying that Joe Biden's mental acuity is just not there anymore are not supporting Donald Trump, at least in the Democratic Party.
Your point is that the mass media tends to be more liberal.
They want to defeat Donald Trump, but they don't think Joe Biden can do it.
Well, okay, maybe they don't think that, but the conversations that they're having are not really the things that will. If Joe Biden is a nominee, I don't know how you buy this back. But if we were having conversations, if as wished for in Project 2025, the Department of Education is disbanded, who does that hurt? If the social safety net is gone, who does that hurt? If environmental rollbacks are taken back, who does that hurt? If women lose the right for their bodily autonomy, who does that hurt? So I will respect people's right to have their vantage point. But for me, there's a decided difference between somebody being disappointed with the outcome of election and having a disaster. I find it insulting for a couple of reasons. I watched a man get convicted of 34 felonies.
Okay, child. This can't be life. DL in this ashy video. Biden don't know if he's coming or going. Barron Trump is 6'7". Like, what? I feel like we're living in like a clown show. Like, what is going? Donald Trump got all these felonies. I don't know what's going on anymore. I really don't. It's like nothing makes sense anymore at all. I'm over all this shit. I just am. It's so draining. Yeah, 6 foot, 7 foot, 6 foot high. Like, what in the world? I'm not Barron being 6'7". Like, wait, what? Oh my gosh. Like, what is going on? I just feel like we're in like some big circus, you know? It's like you gotta laugh to keep from crying. I don't know what's gonna happen in November, y'all. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. It's sad. Danny Walker says, hey, T, been watching since 2018. Love your deep dives. Did you hear about the soldier who got caught trying to enter near Biden's medical records? No, I did not hear about that. But thank you for the super chat. Wow, that's crazy. Stacy sent 199 says, Biden called President Zelensky President Putin. Let me Google. I didn't even see that one. I know he was hollering about beating Trump in 2020. I'm like, sir, it's 2024. The moment, oh God, this just happened an hour ago. He done called this man Putin. Okay. Hold on. We got to find the audio.
Now I want to.
Okay, yeah. We found the audio. We about to watch. We're going to watch this together, child. Oh, gosh. You can't make this stuff up. Let me share this tab. We're going to watch this together.
Hand it over to the president of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin. President Putin. Who's going to beat President Putin? President Zelensky. I'm so focused on beating Putin, we got to worry about it. Anyway, Mr. President.
I'm better.
You are a hell of a lot better.
Thank you so much, Mr. President.
We have.
All right, y'all. It's time for me to go. Oh my gosh. And then did you hear the stupid crowd clapping? They still have the nerve to clap. Just a bunch of sheeps. Oh, I mean Putin, because I'm so determined to beat Putin. You're not going to beat Putin. Not at this pace. Oh, gosh. Thank you, Stacy. And then Zelensky came out there all little itty bitty. I'd have cussed his ass out in Ukrainian. Bitch, do I look like Putin to you? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. It's DB7499 says, T, before you go, what are your thoughts on House of Dragons? Rhaenyra should be president at this point. I've only watched the first episode. I have not been keeping up with House of Dragons. I had to get back into it. I do, because y'all know I love Game of Thrones. But yeah, I had to get back into House of Dragons. And I'm like 3 or 4 episodes behind. And I'm also trying to catch up on, nobody told me the Real Housewives in New Jersey was back on. I just happened to run across it the other night. So I've been kind of trying to binge watch that. And then I still got to catch up on Potomac. So I got a lot of shows I got to catch up on. I've been so busy. So I haven't really been even watching too much TV. Mainly like, YouTube stuff is mainly what I've been watching. I've been watching like shows. So, and I've been keeping up with Bronny. Oh my gosh. Must be nice. Nepotism, for real, for real. Good luck to him. It's going to be hard for him when they really start playing a real game, if he can keep up with the Lakers, because he did not do good on the little summer squad at all. And then I just hate the way that they're hyping this up. He has a guaranteed contract. They're doing so much for him that they would have never done for anybody else. I mean, it's just straight up nepotism at this point. But I just hope all this scrutiny and nonsense does not end up affecting him physically, because his dad is so busy trying to create this legacy. So, yeah, I've been kind of keeping up with that. Yeah, now they're saying that he has to he has to go out because of like his ankle, whatever they're saying now. It's just, I don't know. It's sad. It's sad. Somebody said, Putin is somewhere laughing, somewhere in the Kremlin. Yeah, it's crazy, everything that's going on right now. Let's see here. Emo Blessing sent 10 says the truth is no other Democrat can at this point, and the Republican option has the Supreme Court stacked. Do you remember Roosevelt won how many times? Well, the thing is, they should have known that he was not going to be able to run another 4 years, but he doesn't want to give up the seat. He doesn't want to give up running. So I don't know what's going to happen. A lot of people are saying they're going to vote for him either way because, they have their issues with Trump. But I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. And I don't, people don't like Kamala either. A lot of people do not like Kamala. So, yeah, she's the VP. She should be able to step up. But I don't think that even Kamala's a good choice, honestly. She's not well liked. So, It's going to be interesting. Somebody said, did you hear about the lady in the Bronx working for Nache by a man? I didn't hear about the Bronx lady. All right, y'all. I've been on here for an hour and a half. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to log off. But thank you guys so much for joining me today on this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a wonderful time. I'll be back with some more videos. What's funny is that they ended up age restricting my video that I did on Bad Baby and Krishan. You know, whatever. Anytime we talk about something serious, they want to go ahead and age restrict it. So I'll be back with some more content this week. Well, shit, tomorrow's Friday. Damn, this week went by fast. Well, maybe this weekend, because this week went by really fast. I'll be back with some more content. So I'll see you guys. Love you guys. Everybody have a good evening, and thank y'all for tuning in and hanging out with me. Bye, everyone.